So it's 2015, Nasty C and A-Reece are both beefing. These artists were both signed to different labels, with Nasty C being signed to Mabala Noise and A-Reece being signed to Ambitious Entertainment.
When I was under Ambitious Entertainment, you know, that whole feud around Nasty C, A-Reece was basically encouraged by that, you know, and obviously because it's great marketing.
As the new wave that was coming up, you know, people like to make the comparisons and shit like that, and likes to put people against each other and that type of shit. And I guess after that, it just became like little petty shit, like disrespect, this and that. Yeah, I was trying to put him on my tour as a part of just like putting this shit behind us and really making some moves. You know, MT is a part of it, my brother Shane Eagle's a part of it. I'm getting all the younger artists also just to jump on and fucking have fun, you know? So that's what I was trying to do. And again, it was a little sign of fucking disrespect. So I was like, that's it. That was like the last straw, and I was like, nah, it's a wrap after that.
A-Reece would open up and say the reasons of why he was late, and Nasty C found this as peak disrespect because it would mean Reece would be the one to close off the tour, the Iverson tour, instead of Nasty C being the one to do so as it should.
What happened with the Iverson tour was I arrived, I think I arrived late, right? And then, but I was like, I told like my manager, my booking manager to be like, yo, just tell him, even if we late, tell him I could do one song. Even if Nasty's on stage, I could get on stage, do one song while he's there, and then I'll get off, and then that's it. And I think that couldn't happen.
Got something else I gotta speak on next. I think it's time I take this back to the nest. It's been a couple requests. You know, I tried to swatch that with A-Reece. Hard as it was to put my pride aside, I tried to make peace. It wasn't even no beef. That was petty spaghetti. 2 weeks later, I'm disrespected and regretted already.
Nasty C would then go to Metro FM and would be asked if he would be open to making a song, maybe collab with A-Reece in the near future. And his answer to that would be no. Nah, nigga, no. Because why? Because we sound too alike.
I do not sound like David. Get the fuck out of here. David is Nasty C.
The beef would grow quiet, with the pair obviously focusing on their individual careers. However, the fact that it was quiet didn't mean that it was over, as they would throw subtle jabs at each other, like posting tweets and the next person also posting the next tweet, like they replying to each other, you know. And Nasty C would drop the song No Big Deal when he wanted to address Sarkodie and also A-Reece, you know. And yeah, that was a good song, by the way. I think it was more addressed to Sarkodie rather than A-Reece, but A-Reece also got the message too. And yeah, Nasty would also go to MacG, the MacG podcast, and would be asked about his journey, if he knew that he would be here. And Nasty C was like, yeah, bruh, I know I would be here because the law of attraction is real, which is obviously real, bro. The law of attraction is one thing that's very much real, but like, I digress from that. Yeah, the law of attraction is real. I believe that I'd be here in this moment right now, and I think by the age 30 I'll become a billionaire.
That's why I say I'm gonna be a billionaire before 35. That sounds crazy. Yeah. If I did all this shit, definitely. 35, 30, dog. I say 30.
Standing on the business, sitting on a million, and I ain't bullshitting when I say I want $1 billion.
As you can tell, these oaks were still throwing jabs at each other, as A-Reece threw a jab towards Nasty C when he said, I'll become a billionaire and not making stunts on the Hennessy freestyle, you know. And yeah, like, Nasty C would then finally address this whole situation. The most recent address was when he went to the Al Tito podcast, the 10th episode. I fuck with that podcast, by the way. And he would be asked, like, what's up with you and A-Reece? Like, they speak about these things all the time. Like, we also had the beef of Casper and AKA, and those guys were not as subtle as you guys are with each other. So what's the origin of this beef? And Nasty C would go on and say some petty spaghetti shit.
I don't know if you guys have a beef or is competition.
I'll be honest with you, even me, I don't know what that thing is. So I call it's petty spaghetti.
So it's kind of,
it's like, it's complicated. It's like a misunderstanding, but it's also fucking dumb. It's
I've heard you address it on the record.
Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid, because when we cross paths,
why are you calling it stupid?
Because we don't even know what started it. You understand? We don't know what started this thing.
I don't know. He doesn't know. It's like,
why is most beefs like that? Even like
media
fueled.
But yeah, they're still alive. They're still well within their peaks, and they both have children. So that means that will come with more maturity as well. Maybe in the near future we'll get a song by the two, maybe not. But let's just enjoy the both while we still can.
That people try and make comparisons of who's better, etc. Just enjoy them, man.